You really got to get that ETH on. So I feel like I'd probably just go 2 straight, I think. Or maybe 3 straight. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. But
You don't think either of them clear, right? Ugh. 3 straight actually might clear with rack.
it might if Morgan
You know
decides
what I
to
mean?
one left bank and then maybe barrel roll right.
Or if he does the 2 forward.
Or if he does 2 forward, yeah.
Either of those. And Oiken does the big jump out. That actually, yeah, that could be a big deal. I didn't. So there was an EU regional that Rack Sunter list won.
Yes, I saw that. It was
So,
wasn't it in Finland or something? Or
what was the? Do you know what the upgrades were specifically? I assume it's stealth auto on Fell, and then the question is what's on Rack. I personally like Yasani, Gunner, and Rebel Captive, but
yep,
some people
that's
are swapping Vader in there for Rebel Captive or
mhm.
Gunner or something.
Well, it was
Are we finally seeing the decision from Morgan?
Looks like Morgan's got his settled.
You're talking about Martin, the regional Sweden from Malmo. Is that what you're talking about? He won it.
Sure.
Yeah, he had a Predator on Chirno, Gunner, Isan, Rebel Captive, and engine upgrade. Pretty standard. And then yeah,
I
fell, push the limit, whole upgrade, and auto thrusters.
So my personal thoughts on that list are going to 100% be you have to go VI on Rear Admiral
Mm.
because stealth autofell works when you aren't shooting at a rebel captive. When you're the highest pilot skill, you don't want to shoot whoever has rebel captive on him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And basically that, and having the ability to reposition as Chirno at PS10 with boost. You know what I mean? Like all that nonsense is just that makes it all that better. Like
Mm-hmm.
against all the PS9s that are out there.
Yeah.
And if you do happen to come up against a whisper build of some
Mm-hmm.
kind, like you just shred that.
I agree.
But otherwise, I really like that list. That's the list that I beat Tex with, actually. In the game that I rolled 100 green dice, all with Fell. Against his, he had a double decimator list he was running.
I think the problem is when you sit down at the table, like you're making a last minute call. Do I go with a 98 or 99 point list
Yeah.
with the guy, or do I go with if I can squeeze it, a 100 point list with Predator? And you're wondering how many freaking B wings am I going to be shooting at? It's hard to make that call. You know, you've got to either optimize for the elite nines or optimize for all those, PS2s we were talking about.
Yeah. So that's interestingly enough, that's what they're just talking about in chat. They're asking if targeting computer is better than stealth or can work on in place of stealth. And I think very much yes.
Yeah,
Um,
I prefer
I
TC on Fell too. The one thing that worries me about why I'm probably not going to run that at regionals is sort of the same thing you're always worried about running Whisper is yeah, how many points do you punt to ensure you get that initiative? And now, especially when Vader drops and we're going to start seeing even more nines in play, being able to pass initiative, I feel like is going to make a big difference. And I believe Tex is at 98 with his list, I believe.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's
So
why I
it's
stopped
really
running
interesting.
Whisper. I got sick of
Uh,
having to worry about stuff like that. How many points do I
yeah.
punt? So,
Um, it's interesting. Like it's super important in a two-ship build, right?
mm-hmm,
When you get away from a two-ship build, it becomes exceptionally less important.
mm-hmm,
Like I don't like so I always ran with a 99 or a 98 point build whenever I was running Sunter, and I don't anymore at all because there's too many possible PS10, PS11s you have to deal with, right? Like that your initiative bid just doesn't help you with. Um,
Hmm. Interesting.
and I just got used to having to fly against people that were running like a VI Jax or something else that like I doesn't matter what my initiative bid is, I'm gonna have to run against it, and I've gotten to the point where like I'm trying to play around or design lists that like I don't bid an initiative for Fell to go kill Fell. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
I have somebody else on the list that's job is to go deal with Fell. Fell
Uh-huh.
goes and kills everything else. Because I mean, I've been in too many games where either the game went to time or there was one bad dice roll where, I have stealth auto thruster Fell shooting stealth auto thruster Fell. Right? Like that's the stupidest flat slap fight ever. Like you're not hitting shit for 30 minutes.
Yep.
Where a targeting computer Fell absolutely can hit a stealth Fell.
Mm-hmm.
The downside of that fight is if you do get to Fell on Fell endgame, the stealth Fell is worth 1 more point,
Yep.
which is stupid. Unless you underbid to 99, but then like that's the whole. I don't like underbidding now anymore. But yes, like having super high accurate attacks is really is a very big deal. Basically, the last store championship I played in, it was I was running the same dodge fell with 5 obsidians again. I went back to that,
Mm.
and Will, the guy I play with the most, he's like my sparring partner, if you will, for X-wing. Um, he was running targeting computer fell,
Here we
and
go.
then what's
On.
he doing?
Too
Okay,
late.
Hmm.
huh? All right. And then he does just slow bank out with
Yep.
Vader.
This is
So
this
now
is-
does he boost here to just make sure like the other Vader probably can't get a shot on him?
yeah, sure.
I mean, maybe. The other, well, yeah.
I think maybe one of the problems with boosting soft is that the Admiral will hit Vader before he hits Oiken.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he will. So it's got to be a forward 1 boost if he does it.
Or he just sits there and gets a pot shot at Rack if he turtles up. But he just doesn't turtle nearly as well as like Fell does.
Mm-hmm.
I guess in this situation, it's a forward arc taking a range 1, so even Fell doesn't like to see that. But
And if he stays there though, he runs the risk of Texas Vader getting a shot on him too,
yeah,
though.
for sure.
He could boost and then barrel roll.
To clear, well, yeah, you'd clear Vader for sure, but you wouldn't clear Rack.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could because, well, no, because then Oiken wouldn't get a shot on Rack, so that would be a super aggressive move, were he to do that.
Well, I'm thinking he isn't. I'm guessing he doesn't think Oiken's going to get a shot at all this turn.
Yeah, I don't think he probably will either. So I think the safe bet is just a ram. Make sure he hits Chirino, I think.
With Vader?
Yeah, with boost left, have Chirino hit Vader.
Does he want to eat that range 1 shot into Oiken though with the crits then? Because he's basically that's the problem is he's going to let Oiken's going to take shots then if he does that.
But Vader's gonna bump Oiken, so it's just gonna be Chirino shooting at Oiken, Oiken shooting at Chirino. I don't think he'd really mind that exchange.
Looks like he's going to
Ooh.
target lock and evade. Vader bails out.
Hmm.
Oiken for the win.
Scary. Oiken is scary.
And now he's going to think about whether he wants to boost or evade and whatnot. He boosts to clear range 1, and then take the evade.
Probably. This could be bad news for Tex if Morgan's Vader gets a shot. It's gonna be a crit on Chirino, and then if he can tag Vader for at least 1, he'll probably live with that. Yeah. I think his Vader is gonna get and his Vader will take 1 too, maybe 2, but he's at full health, so
Okay, so leaving Vader there wouldn't have mattered, but that's still. So back to what I was saying before. Basically, I witnessed my fell not hitting frequently because I didn't have target locks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like when you got stealth on there, yeah, you're super defensive, but like there were multiple games where it was like, I've got a range one shot, one hit.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. And that targeting computer just makes that not happen. Like it can happen, obviously, but like you suddenly do 4 hits frequently at range one, which is just super scary.
Yeah, I've found when I play Fell, that's usually, when you're always stuck in that bait and switch scenario when Fell's coming at you from one way and then the rest is coming, trying to
Nope.
decide which you want to go for. Usually, if Fell's got the TC, that's usually the deciding factor for me for whether I'm going to go at him or if usually he doesn't have it, I'm just going to ignore him because usually
Yeah.
if he continues to pursue me from the side, I can usually get it to where he's just going to bump, and then he's really nothing to be feared. Whereas if he's got that
Right.
targeting computer, then he can dictate whether he wants to go range one and get a focused target lock shot, and he's really going to start pouring into you.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is huge.
This is a big set of rolls.
Yeah. Ugh.
Ugh.
This
Now, this is
it's
that
not a good roll to begin
situation
with.
where you potentially just keep it.
He doesn't have any. He doesn't have anything.
Well, he can
Yeah.
change the focus to a crit,
Oh
but
yeah.
he's going to keep for
Good call.
Gunner
Yep.
and hope
Oh, for it.
Morgan rolls 1 of 8 or more.
There it is.
Ooh.
You got to play the averages.
Yep.
Yep. He's gonna roll the 1. All right. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Huge.
Oh
So huge.
man.
Well,
2 shields.
shields, yeah.
2 shields. No big deal. That's what you got him for. Ugh. What time did this game start?
Started-
9:30.
it started about 2 hours ago.
About 2 hours ago.
Yeah. Ooh. Yep, 2 crits and a
target.
hit. Or 2 crits after the evade.
Yeah.
Then Chernow was taken him to the face.
Ooh.
Damage cockpit. PS0.
Direct
Direct
hit.
hit. 2 damage.
Well,
So here's an interesting thing, and I haven't actually seen this in an FAQ. If someone else has actually seen this or had a ruling on it, let me know. Damage cockpit means your pilot skill drops to 0. Veteran instincts means your pilot skill gets increased by 2. Are you PS2 if you're VI'd and have a damage cockpit?
I saw the answer to this recently.
Wow. I can't believe I never thought about that. Well, it says, yeah, I think they have to make a ruling on that because it says, at the round after you receive this card, treat your pilot skill as 0. So yeah, it's like, okay, well, is it 0 or is it 0 as every
See,
other
alter
ships
pilot
is
skill on
listed,
hit.
and then it's plus 2.
They might have talked about this. Oh no. Okay. So it does go to 0. Because it basically it's only the most recent pilot skill effect takes precedent. So yeah, and they actually have a green squadron with VI gets a pilot skit from damage cockpit would take it from 5 to 0 rather than 2. Fair enough. Guess I should just go read this stuff myself.
Well, yeah, really, Morgan just said that. Really not the worst. Damn it, it's actually kind of good because now you can avoid that ram if you're Cherno and get out of there. So you actually kind of don't mind that damage cockpit, actually, I don't think.
Yeah. The downside is you lose out on the you can be PS killed right now.
Yep.
Like he's only got 4 hull left.
Yep. He probably won't because he's going to have Isan and there's no
Sure.
way Vader can get a shot, but... And I think if you're Tex, I think you got to burn that adrenaline rush now. You can't screw around anymore. I would just burn it, boost, take a shot at Oiken, hope you get a good crit from that ATC.
Burn, he can't. He's already stressed.
No, that's Morgan's
Or
Vader.
wait. Yeah. You would K-turn from up there?
With that Vader,
Yeah.
I think you have to K-turn because you got to get a shot on Oiken here. I would K-turn and then boost, and then take a focus and just go for... Because Oiken is going to go hard at Chirino right now because he wants him dead. And I mean, both your guys are starting to get low. You've got to just go aggressive for this point, I think. And what else would you do with Vader? Like 2 right turn? And then boost?
So my problem here is, so Rack's gonna go straight,
Uh-huh.
right? So where do you go with Oiken? Like you can't turn left because you've got the rock there.
Uh-huh.
Going straight takes you farther away, so he's gonna turn right. So if he does a too hard right turn, and he's kind of stuck because he doesn't want to trap Vader for Vader's green move.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure. So I don't know is the 4K turn with the boost is gonna have him have range on anybody, and
Yeah.
if he doesn't, you just wasted adrenaline rush.
Well, you get to see Oiken move first. So if he moves, and then you say, well,
That's
okay.
true. I guess you throw the K turn down, and then if he moves and you think you can get the boost the shot, then you burn it.
Yeah.
I can see that. Okay. It's too many post dial decisions you have to make. It's like what do they want to do on the new PS8 tie advanced? Stay on target on him or on her, so you can like flip the maneuver, the speed of the maneuver you're doing, and then flip the maneuver to any of those.
Yep. So
That's all kinds of nonsense.
you may increase or decrease its speed by 1. So by the way they showed it on that preview, it looked like basically... I'm not really sure how that works because it was like showing like all the 1s and 2s are green.
Yeah, because so it's basically if you dial in a green maneuver,
Uh-huh.
it's still a green maneuver. You can just increase it by 1 or 2.
Huh.
So it means she's got a ton of more green,
Yeah.
as well as because it's the same way with the K turn, right? Like the K turn would still be red, so you can do a 3-4 or a 5K turn.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that makes for one hell of a dogfighter. Having and with that, they also basically by showing that movement grid, they eliminated people questioning if you could do like a 6 straight or a 4 bank, even though those templates don't exist.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was definitely interesting. Yeah, that is exactly right. She's like a mini IG-88. It's a ton of green all over the dial. And you can put advanced sensors PTL on her if you want to.
Yep.
If only you could mount a heavy laser cannon on it. That'd be the trick. They need to keep fixing the TIE Advance. They need to give it a missile to cannon slot.
Yeah. The HLC on Colzet would really be where it was at.
So are you running in the TC Open 2?
I am. I've got a...
Did you make use of the free points for the
I
X-Wing or
did.
the Defender?
I went for the X-Wing. I got Luke with Lone Wolf, R2-D2, and a shield upgrade. And I got Tarn with a shield upgrade and R7. And then I got Wedge with Predator, R5P9, and the Combat Retrofit.
What's the combat retrofit?
It's 2 hull and 1 shield for 10 points, so 6, basically.
Oh, is that the epic ship upgrade?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I've never
Yeah.
thought to use that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you have a 5-hull, 3 shield wedge.
Yes.
That's really dirty.
Yeah.
I like it. That's really good. I was sad because after I went back through and was looking at it, it was like, oh, the Defender fix is giving it an ion cannon. Like, well, that's worthless.
Yeah.
I would not want that. Can I have 3 points off of any cannon?
Yeah, that I would have rather it was that. I love theorists, but like I feel like sometimes I wish he would have consulted some people first, because I feel like he
Yeah.
kind of went on it of just what he wanted to do. I
Sure.
feel like it would have been a little bit better if he had just asked some people. I gotta let my cat out. One sec.
Oh. Oh, damn. Is he boosting from there?
Yeah, I think he's going to try to and probably go off the board.
Oh, okay. He's good.
Uh,
I hate eyeballing those.
big ships, especially.
Yeah, right. No, it's.
Right, half an hour
That's
later, we'll see another combat.
yeah. That's not a good It's not a good spot for Vader. Oh wait, never mind. Those are both Morgans. I'm sorry. I've been staring at this board for too long.
Huh?
I was like looking at Morgan's Vader sitting next to Morgan's Oiken and going like, "Oh man, he's gonna get lit up this turn." Oh wait, those ships are on the same side.
So why would I'm kind of surprised that Tex would choose to boost there. Does he just not want to get shot with Cherno, or?
Yeah, I think he just wants to clear out.
Scared of Oiken.
Because he's split.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah.
here's the 4K.
I don't think Vader will be able to boost and get back in
Yeah,
though.
I don't think
So
he flips it. Yeah, so that 10-point combat retrofit became a 6-point combat retrofit, right? Because you get them all at 4 points off.
yep. Yeah, I'd kicked around a lot of ideas in my head, but yeah, I didn't. It's kind of hard to play test with people on here. Like,
You're like,
hey,
hey, can I have an extra 3 hit points?
yeah. But I was like, yeah, fuck it, well, I'll go with it.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how PC Gamer Pirate goes. He's my unofficial other defender player.
The other one in the world, you mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No. So actually, the coolest thing happened, right? So I have like 8 to 10 people locally that play, which is huge. We basically had like 4 for a year and a half, and like post Christmas, we've picked up like 4 to 5 new people that are coming pretty frequently. And guy came, and it was like his 3rd game he ever played, and he sat down to the table and had interceptor shuttle defender.
Hmm.
And I was like, "Who are you? And what mailing lists are you on that I write?"
That's good.
And he had Jendon and a Delta with a heavy laser cannon. I was like, I like your thoughts here. You might consider swapping these to this, but I like where your head's at.
Well, yeah, that was
We see
bad.
some
Bad
damage.
news for Tex. He just barely couldn't get out of range.
Yeah,
Now,
but he just took a.
I think you have to
Okay.
take that.
Yeah, take one. Yeah.
I'm a little surprised Morgan would save the focus, but I would have just gone for it. Just Predator the blank and then, but yeah.
I agree. Just try to guarantee the damage.
Yeah.
He can eat the Rebel Captain this turn because it doesn't matter. He'll have to keep the stress next turn, but he won't have shots back at him.
Yeah.
Takes 2. And we're back to dials. But yeah, PC Gamer Pirate gets ion cannons for his triple delta list that he's been running. It's been he's been running triple delta with hull upgrades for a while.
Yep.
So he bought into my theory that for whatever reason 7 hit point defenders are really hard to kill and 6 hit point defenders die really easily. And that is purely just me playing with 7 hit point defenders and 6 hit point defenders and going 7 hit point Rexler lives all the time and 6 hit point Rexler just dies in a blaze of glory for some reason.
It's funny, I ran a lot of bombers for a long time and noticed that I would inevitably have 1 hit point left on the bomber after the first round of fire.
Yeah, sure. And with like Rexler, it was almost always it was probably the 3rd time he got shot every game. Like that's when he'd die. Like the first couple would cut through the shields and whatnot, and then he'd take that big hit. And for whatever reason, whenever I have a hull upgrade, it's just like, oh hey, he lives with 1 hit point. Fantastic. So he'll. Forgot to take 1. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is just gonna be a big fat turn of repositioning. Looks like.
Yeah.
What do you do if you're oiking here? Do you hard right and try to? Because if you go left, you gotta work your way either around or through that 3 obstacle field. But if you go right, that's kind of risky.
I feel like he just does the 2 bank left to clear the stress, and then is gonna hard turn back in the following turn. I don't think he can. Yeah.
Tex is keeping his.
Yeah, he had to stay stressed.
Yeah.
He couldn't have unstressed, and then he wouldn't have been able to make the turn the next turn. I
Yeah.
don't think.
Vader following suit.
Oh. Barrel roll and then boot. Yeah, I like that. Actually, I don't know if I like that. Now that I look at it better, I think I would have boosted straight. I wouldn't have boosted left. Unless he's gonna cut hard, like a hard 2 left this coming turn, and boost back around. I don't know. What time is it? Man, it's getting late over here. It's almost midnight.
Yeah, if this was a timed game, it would have been a rule to draw an hour and a half
Yeah, yeah, it
ago.
would've
An hour and a half ago, it would have been a rule to draw.
Well, no,
Whoever has initiative wins.
yeah,
Yeah.
Morgan wins from having an initiative.
Yep.
So how's the weather over there in the West Coast?
Well, the only thing about Seattle, it rains about every 3 out of 4 days. Yeah, it's all right.
Does it get
Summertime's
humid?
pretty nice, but yeah, I mean it can't compare to freaking San Diego or anything like that.
Sure. Does it get humid and whatnot up there though?
Not really, actually.
That would be nice.
Yeah, it's really not humid at all.
Today was like 85 and felt like swimming through the air. It was awful.
Wow. Yeah, we don't really get a whole lot of. It is a beautiful place though. That's about where the compliments and that's
No, I've only ever been out to San Francisco on the West Coast.
Oh yeah.
Mean to mean to hit up more of that side of the country. Just haven't had the chance to.
Yeah, there's a regional there's a regional in Tacoma, and then there's a regional in Vancouver, Washington. Vancouver, Washington, and Portland are basically the same city. They're just on opposite sides of the border. They're
Sure.
really just one big city. So it's in Vancouver, but it's basically Portland. So that's where the two are back-to-back weeks. The first 2 weeks of June, I believe. And yeah, I've played. I didn't really know a whole lot of people around here. I live like an hour and a half north of Seattle, and I really have to go down there to play competitively. So I really only go down for tournaments, so I don't know the people down there like super well, but I got to know a lot of them
Uh-huh.
during the Store Championship season. Uh, so I feel like I know most of the competitive players around here, but I really don't feel like I know really anyone from Portland, so it's gonna be interesting going down there.
Yeah.
Still not really sure I'm gonna run either.
I'm in this. Well, I say that I don't know what I'm going to run. I know exactly what I'm going to run because I apply the same list every time I sit down at the table. But there's still thoughts about I should run something else.
Yeah.
But Typo brought up a good point. The other really good thing that came out of the FAQ update was they did errata the how large ships move when they bump. So they changed that to the quote vassal method, where you actually lay the extra templates down and keep everything pinned correctly. Versus what happened at Worlds, where
Yes. Only.
they
I wonder why they did that only for large ships, though.
well, no, it's always been that way for small ships.
Oh,
There was
okay.
just in the large ship movement section,
Uh-huh.
there was a point where it was like you're supposed to
Yep.
guesstimate and put the middle peg kind of a
Yeah.
thing, and it would cause drifting, like really bad
Yeah.
drifting. But yes, that being changed is a fantastic change. So, all right, we're playing in a big tournament on a virtual tabletop. Have you guys checked out the Steam or the game that's on Steam right now? It's an open beta or something like that. I think it's called Virtual Tabletop.
Yeah. I've not checked it out. I've thought about it, but I feel like, well, maybe I will get it. I just don't feel like I don't really see the point when I can play it on Vassal. So
Yeah, it seems like it was too faithful of a recreation of a tabletop.
Yeah. Yeah, like the awkward rolling with the mouse and that kind of stuff. Like you had to pick up the dice and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I agree there. It looked pretty, so that was cool. I don't know how much more work it would cause, like it would take to build to be able to like actually do all the vector arts to make the ships and things like that. But I will probably stick to Vassal.
Yeah. I've been playing Mage Knight recently on Vassal.
Yeah,
It's good.
man, I haven't played Mage Knight in years.
Yeah. Not the HeroClix stuff. The Lottle Chattel Czech board game designer. It's his board game.
Okay.
It's great. It's in the top 5 of Board Game Geek. You would actually like it. I think it's a very got a lot of great fantasy theme, but it's also quite cerebral.
Is it the WizKids one or?
Yeah. But it's not HeroClix. Like WizKids did 2 of them. They did that kind of combat game, and then Mage Knight, which plays solo as well.
Oh,
It's deep though. It's a really good game.
interesting.
And every once and again, I check in to see who's playing Armada.
Yeah, how's that? Is that taking off?
There's at least 1-2 people in there.
Good.
It's
We're,
not annoying, but
so we played it a bunch at the local store, and then we basically we're sitting on it until wave 1 hits. That's kind of what we're doing at the moment.
Yeah.
So that way we can get the extra fighters, get all that kind of stuff. I'm actually so I'm demoing X-Wing, and Will is demoing Armada at we have a local art and comic expo
Mhm.
that's going on this coming weekend, actually on Saturday.
Cool.
And with the movies and all the releases and whatnot, the Star Wars comic books are like really taking off. And so one of the guys also goes to the hobby shop here and like knows like a friend of mine and whatnot. And he was just like, "Oh yeah, talk to Tyler. He has all the crap. He'll be happy to go do that." Like, "Oh, thanks for volunteering me." But it should be a lot of fun.
Hey, we're finally seeing some action.
Yeah, Vader
Yeah,
shooting long
people
range
shot.
at the other Vader.
Not doing
Yeah.
anything.
I'm surprised he did that, seeing as he had the lock on Oiken.
But did he have a shot on Lincoln? Oh, it's the other way around. Yeah.
Yeah, Morgan shot first.
Wait, no, I had it right. It was the other Vader.
Yeah, he had to shoot.
Oh, that is,
Yeah,
yeah.
he didn't have range on
Oh, I'm
anybody.
sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to try to take down Oiken. It's his only chance. I think Morgan's pretty much got this, right? I mean, assuming the dice don't betray him.
Ugh. Well, yeah, Tex needed something there. He needed
Yeah.
he needed like crit hit. And
Well, so he can focus and then, yeah, he's got to spend focus.
He's gotta
Like,
hope
he's got to be aggressive. Yeah, that's
Oh, wow.
such a shitty roll.
Yeah.
Like he's in this point where you start having to be aggressive, which
Yeah.
sucks.
Oh, wow. No way.
This is one of those days where you just kind of throw your hands up and you're like, "Yep, yep." And then of course, right? That's
Is he taking a crit?
yeah.
Takes a crit.
Rough.
Oh,
Had some
Woof.
fantastic natural rolls.
yeah.
Lady Luck's gonna like him.
Just a
Direct hit.
direct hit.
Oh,
Ugh.
jeez. Yeah, that sucks, but it's not. If he got double stressed there, that would have been awful. If he
Yeah.
lost his pilot ability, that'd have been awful. God.
Well,
Ah. So interestingly, this is one of those. Granted, neither of them are running Vader on the since they're both in the TIE Advanced, but this is where like I feel like Fell just performs better at this spot.
yeah.
No shot for Rack. He
Yeah.
can't hit him with Oiken, can he?
That's what I was looking at. If he
Can
three
he
left,
three hard left and
if
just
he 3 left turns, it would be really close. And then you might even just Dauntless there if you did too, just because you've pretty much got it. But
well, yeah, because it'd kill Vader.
yeah, you kill Vader, and then your Vader can, bank left
Deal
and
with
then
a
boost right, focus. You pretty much got it, really.
Or just go fly off into a corner for a while. Like,
But he's gonna shoot first, so I think he's just gonna go all out for it.
oh. I'm getting tired over here.
Yeah, interesting how the lists so similar, and clearly Morgan's had better luck, but I don't feel like it's been that drastic, has it? Because I mean, do you guys feel like Morgan has outflown Tex a little bit, or really has it just been the dice?
I feel like there's been multiple turns where Morgan has gotten 2 shots and Tex has only gotten 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's the big discrepancy you're going to see here. You know what I mean? Like, so I will be interested when we run this to see the number of dice thrown.
Uh-huh.
Like, I feel like that's going to be a big deal.
I mean, the thing I noticed from all of the kind of observations is that the person that throws the most dice normally wins.
Yeah.
It's kind of the golden rule of X-Wing. Going back to your question, Blair, I think that first collision in the first real round of combat where Morgan boosted and blocked Vader,
Yeah.
it it ended up resulting in about a 4 hit point swing in his favor,
Yep.
which is still in play right now. So
Yeah. Very often it's that first turn of combat that it really sets the tone for the game so often, I've found.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of funny that the secret to X-Wing is the really not very surprising, completely obvious secret, which is that you just have to roll more dice.
Yeah, you roll more dice than the other guy, you'll win, right?
Exactly. But that kind of simple truth actually has a kind of deep,
Hey, I'm jumping out for a minute, guys.
it has a deep strategic value. Always keeping your ships pointed
Yep.
in the direction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm also kind of surprised that, yeah, really speaks to how few good shots Tex has been able to get, and that he's basically got 2 crit machines here with Vader and Chirano. But I feel like the 2 things, the adrenaline rush and then the VI, whereas Morgan has got Predator on both, I feel like Tex really would have benefited from having those on his 2 ships. And I believe he did punt 2 points to have that initiative. Let me double check his list. Yep, he was at 98, and I feel like if he had swapped the adrenaline rush for Predator, I think it would have made some considerable difference. Maybe not enough to change the entire game, but I feel like it's cost him here, I would say.
Yeah.
Certainly some times when he could have used it.
I think we're likely to the last turn of the game.
Yeah, it's probably going to be it.
There's just no good choices for Texas Vader here.
Nope.
He's board 1. And maybe a 2 right bank and try to hide behind the asteroid. Poor Admiral.
Wow,
He cleared it.
yeah, and if Morgan did do that 3 left turn, that might put him on the rock.
Oh yeah, he'll.
It's going to be close, but
3 left turns too aggressive, but I guess he wants to bump, but
oh, I think Morgan was going for it with what he was. Yep. Oh wow. Now if Texas Vader, I don't think he is going to be on it.
yeah, he's got enough angle there. Scoot it over. Oh, maybe not.
Oh wow, it's going to be close.
It is.
I think yeah, that is on. Wow. Well, now if Texas Vader is doing like a 1 left bank, that would be clutch. He would probably die to Morgan's, but still get a return shot at range 1 with the lock. Or does he have a lock? Yeah. No? Oh, I don't think he does. Must have spent it. And again, that's where that Predator comes in, because Morgan has just basically had his lock on Chirano the entire time from Vader, but yeah. I feel like Predator if you're going to roll ATC on Vader, even maybe without it, like if you go sensor jammer, I feel like that's the way to go, I feel like.
Yeah, you need to just boost the chance that ATC is going to work out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if he rolls any damage. Wait, what? He's on the asteroid. He can't take an action. Can he?
Well, I believe you can because Dauntless.
Isn't an action.
No, it is an act. Or I'm sorry, it's not. But you're still taking an action. But it's because. Let me read the text. Yeah, it immediately. You immediately perform the action. Oh fuck! Now I gotta read what the hell the asteroid says. Because, yeah, all it says is when you land on the asteroid, you skip your perform action step, is what it reads. So,
Right.
yeah, Dauntless doesn't occur during that. Well, it takes the hit. Yeah. Tex really needed that. Or does he have a lock on him? I think he does. Well, that's big. Gonna go for the kill shot here with. Well, I'm kind of surprised he wouldn't focus there just to try to ensure they could finish off Chirino. At range 1, I feel like that would probably do it with Predator.
I like that move with his Vader. He's blocked now. He blocked the other Vader.
But did you really? Ooh, who's Vader gonna hit here? But I would have focused instead of evading there if I was Morgan.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because I think if you focus, you can probably just kill Chirino.
This is an excellent cinematic finish, I have to say.
Yeah.
They all come lashing into each other.
Yeah,
I think
Tex needed a one left bank there. He would have had the shot.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah.
Oh, he hit Oiken.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
Morgan's Vader can probably kill Chirino, and then we can just ram Vader next turn.
Oh, it's a double ram.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this is it. Double crit.
Yep. What's it gonna be?
Did we see it? Our turn's red.
Well,
Yeah, at least he's not dead.
yeah, he gets a return shot at Vader. Like I was saying, I guess again, I was surprised he didn't focus, because if he focused, that's it for Chirino, but now he's gonna eat it coming back. He's got the evade, so probably won't, but good chance of taking a crit. And Chirino's got the target lock too.
Yeah, this could leave a mark. He wishes.
Yeah.
Pretty good. No, you gotta roll the blank.
Yeah. Oh, sucks.
That's still pretty good. And the crit could kill him, but okay, one crit.
Wow. You know, I don't know. If that reroll had been a hit, and then if he had banked Vader in, that might have made it interesting. That's probably it now, but well, because Tyranno's getting away, but then Oiken can just ram Vader for the kill, and yeah, pretty much finish off Tyranno. How crazy! What turn are we on? You think Sozin like 13,
14 maybe?
14? Yeah. He did not burn the adrenaline rush the whole time.
Yeah. This is why I'm not a big fan of those, just one-shot upgrades.
Yeah.
For the ones that always kick in, like, fire control system being the...
Yeah, I think it's decent on like Hal Runner because you know Hal Runner's gonna get targeted early. So after that initial joust, you can burn it to maybe have her take a focus for some extra survivability. But if it's something like Vader, it's gonna be around for a while. Yeah, I think I'd rather just have Predator.
Yeah, I'm pretty firmly convinced that fire control system is underpriced. It's just so good. It's amazing, especially in the end game. It's like
Yeah,
just a permanent target lock.
yeah. Endgame, it does work. Really does.
All right, so the admiral is clear. Where's Vader going?
Yeah, I don't know. Probably just.
Oh, that.
It looks like Morgan did a green just for Dauntless, I'd imagine.
He's getting a lot of good love out of Oiken. Look at
Yeah, he
that.
is. Now he's gonna boost off. Wow.
And probably get the kill shot on Admiral. Did he have any other options there? Why did he have to do the bank? They have like 4 forward or 5 forward on the dial, don't they?
Yeah.
Why not just get out of there?
I don't know. Feel like he's probably got
Doesn't matter.
Chirino here anyway, so
Mhm.
I don't see how Chirino survives this with Predator and Gunner.
Yeah, it's true. Probably too late to be thinking about margin of victory.
Yep.
Oh, there
Yep,
it is.
that's it.
Wow.
Hmm.
That ends season 1 of the TC Aces League.
That is it.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So, any thoughts overall, Thozen, about the league or the game we just watched? Anything at all you want to comment on?
I mean, this game, I thought that after the kind of opening mistake was just some tight flying by Morgan, usual kind of very few mistakes, and he just converted his advantage. In terms of the league itself, man, it was great. Like, there's just so many good games, so many interesting lists. It was pretty cool. I mean, you came in halfway through. What did you think?
Um, I mean, the chance to play against a Paul Heaver, I just couldn't pass it up when they asked me to join. So I was like, I just can't pass that up. So just the experience alone is just something amazing. Overall, I prefer like when I'm a bigger fan though of when we get the huge tournaments going. I feel like there's a lot more pressure. Just seeing guys really separate themselves for the field. That's why I was kind of stoked for the Galactic Cup, and I hope we can get a huge turnout like we did with the Team Covenant Open. Overall, I feel like I prefer those tournaments, but yeah, the chance to play these great players, yeah, just remarkable, really. Yeah, but for this game itself, Predator did work for Morgan. I feel like that upgrade, but yeah, real tight flying, and yeah, that first move, Tex didn't anticipate that free bank and then boost by Oiken closed the distance, and Morgan really took the lead there and really never gave it up. Had some better dice, but yeah, just like Morgan just said, that opening salvo from Oiken was big, and yeah, really set the tone for the match. So
Yeah, the dice didn't really play that much of a part. I'm looking at the stats now. Whatever, like -2, -2.5. Nothing substantial. I think the interesting thing about the Aces League is that you get to see a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of matchups where you just show up and you're like, "Wow, this is." I mean, my list is just going to die.
yep.
Um, so you just see a bit more swing in terms of matchup kills.
Hmm.
But I think that we were also, we were all playing around with new ideas because a whole bunch of new stuff hit. We had both Scum and
Yep. Raider.
and the Raider hit. So
Yeah, and was yeah, I know from watching the first matches, just yeah, be privy to be able to watch what the great players want to experiment with. That was definitely real fun. I remember that one horrible matchup. was like, I think Paul Heaver was running something like 3-6 with heavy laser cannon, and then one other small ship, and you had Paul Heaver or Theorist had like Echo with like push the limit, ACD, fire control system, and then like 2 Royal Guards, and I believe he ended up winning that 100-0. That was one of the true matchup nightmares. That was a fun one, but yeah. So Thank you all for tuning in.
Good times.
Good times. Great match. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and subscribe. And that will end our coverage of this match and Team Covenant Open. So good games, y'all. I will see you on the next one.